Hi everyone! A wild football day is now behind us. Hit the like button for this episode and write in the comments down below what matches did you watch recently. Without further ado, let's get the show on the pitch. Trent Alexander-Arnold has made an offer to buy Liga 1 side FC Nantes through a London-based investment firm. Cristiano Ronaldo has successfully converted all 16 of his spot kicks he has taken at Al Nassr. Manchester United left-back Tyrell Malacia has returned to the first-team training after being sidelined for an extended period due to injury. Mykhailo Mudryk is desperate to leave Chelsea in the winter to get more consistent game time. OGC Nice have recorded the biggest Liga 1 win in their history, hammering AS Saint-Etienne with a score of 8-0. Enzo Maresca is the first manager to win their opening 3 Premier League away games in charge since Pep Guardiola. I can't take it anymore. I've decided to finally retire from professional football. I've been in this situation for 4 years. It's weird, it's getting more and more continuous, more intense. It's complicated. When you finish a game, I haven't been able to talk for 2 or 3 days, which becomes complicated, Jesus Navas shared. Dominique Solanke scored his first goal for Tottenham Hotspur against Brentford. It took Nicolas Jackson 18 minutes to deliver the second fastest brace in Chelsea's Premier League history. Didier Drogba's record is 17 minutes. After the incident with Yamal's father, the footballer's grandmother has been receiving death threats from criminals. She had to leave her current home due to safety concerns. Scouts from Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona are following Mason Greenwood's progress at Marseille. Reigning European champions Real Madrid will play the final of the International Cup, which will replace the Club World Cup on December 18th in Doha, Qatar. Bayern have scored 20 goals in the past 3 matches in all competitions. Bologna centre-back Sam Boakema is on the radar of top clubs from Italy and England. Real Madrid are actively monitoring Valencia centre-back Jarek Gonsiorowski. Lots of clubs are monitoring the progress of PSV's Yuri Schouten, including Barcelona. His price is valued at 30 to 35 million euros. Juventus are looking to buy Lille's top scorer Jonathan David in the winter. The price tag will be only 12.5 million euros, since he will have 6 months left on his contract. Chelsea are set to sell centre-back Alex Disasi in January. He is not part of Enzo Maresca's plans. Former Real Madrid forward Luka Jovic will leave AC Milan in the winter. He wants to stay in Serie A. Barcelona have reached an agreement to renew the contract of Fermin Lopez for a 5-year deal, but it won't be official until the club returns to the 1-to-1 rule. Manchester United are considering an option to bring in Massimiliano Allegri if the team does not make progress with Erik ten Hag. Manchester City intend to open talks with Ederson regarding a new contract in the coming weeks. His current deal expires in the summer of 2026. Brentford are just the second team in the Premier League history to score in the first minute of back-to-back games, along with Man City in February 2019. Liverpool could acquire Juventus centre-back Gleison Bremer as a replacement for Virgil van Dijk in case the latter leaves the club. Newcastle United are exploring the possibility of securing the services of 18-year-old Sindre Wale Egli from FC Nordsjælland, who is being called the next Erling Haaland. Liverpool want to sell Kostas Tsimikas and buy left-back Milos Kerkez from Bournemouth as a replacement. I don't regret joining Barça. At the end, I played for one of the biggest teams in the world. I fulfilled one of my childhood dreams of playing for Barça and wearing that badge, İlkay Gündoğan said. Real Madrid are undefeated for 38 consecutive La Liga matches. Their last loss was against Atletico Madrid back on September 24th last year. The ongoing season is gaining momentum in European leagues. Have a look at the most interesting results. What a transformation Chelsea went through. The Blues took a 2-0 lead in the first half thanks to a brace from Nicolas Jackson and blunders initiated by West Ham's defense. Right after the break, Cole Palmer cemented the guests' advantage. Liverpool have also steamrolled Bournemouth. The Reds netted all 3 goals even before the halftime break. Luis Diaz provided a brace, and Darwin Núñez was responsible for a stunning strike. Former Man United representative Dean Henderson had to make 9 saves in order to stop the Red Devils' attacking line. A tremendous performance from the goalkeeper that allowed Crystal Palace to collect 1 point as a result. Bayern's main man throughout the game against Werder Bremen was its newcomer Michael Olise, who tallied 2 assists and 2 goals. An incredible display from the Frenchman. Jamal Musiala, Harry Kane, and Serge Gnabry also scored a goal each. Shockingly, Real Madrid were the first to concede from Espanyol at the beginning of the second half after a terrible mistake made by Courtois. But these only made Madrid angry, as Dani Carvajal, Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe went on to score for Carlo Ancelotti's side. Mbappe sent the ball home from the spot kick, which was earned by Endrick. Okay, moving on to other main news of the day. Acquiring a top centre-forward who would be able to make a difference in the attack instead of Kylian Mbappe will be among PSG's main goals for next summer. Luckily, the club has identified a priority option for this position. The Red and Blues bosses prefer Newcastle forward Alexander Isak to be at the spearhead of the attack. The Swedish footballer perfectly matches the profile Luis Enrique wants to see up front. However, Isak will cost a lot of money, with the Toon estimating its size at 85 million euros. Bayern have finally accepted the fact that they will not be able to keep Alphonso Davies in the squad. The Canadian superstar's contract expires in the summer of 2025, and he already has a preliminary agreement with Real Madrid. There is currently no chance that Davies will renew his deal with Girardin. Still, according to the source, Alphonso's arrival at the Spanish club will not affect Ferland Mendy's future. You see, Los Blancos are planning to extend the contract with the Frenchman. Davies will compete with Mendy for a place in the starting 11, though Fran Garcia will have to look for a new club. After the collapse of Victor Osimhen's transfer, Chelsea are still hoping to bring a super forward to Stamford Bridge. As of now, the London team is gonna turn their attention to Inter's top performer Lautaro Martinez. That said, Chelsea cannot afford a full-fledged move for the Argentine due to financial difficulties. Instead, the club is ready to offer Inter one of its players as a swap, for example, Mikhailo Mudryk, Carney Chukwuemeka, or Benoit Badiashile. However, Nerazzurri have no intention of parting ways with Lautaro right now. Carlo Ancelotti stated that it's almost impossible to replace Toni Kroos. However, Real Madrid will try to do it by bringing in another German. In the summer of 2025, there will be a fierce competition for Bayer star Florian Wirtz. The player's father assures that Florian is not in talks with anyone, but the big clubs will be very persistent. Aside from Real Madrid, Man City and Liverpool are also keen on recruiting Wirtz. Yet, in order to secure his services, the Merengues will have to set its own record. Bayer will not let their star go for less than 150 million euros. Sporting striker Viktor Gyökeres is showing absolutely abnormal results in Portugal, so in the summer of 2025, he will definitely end up in a top club. Interestingly enough, this club could be Barcelona, who are already looking for options to replace the aging Robert Lewandowski. Acquiring Gyökeres, however, will be extremely difficult, with Sporting wanting 100 million euros for his services. That's why the elite Premier League clubs such as Arsenal are considered to be the favorites in the race for Gyökeres. Guys, check out suggested videos from our other channels. Have a great time watching!